Welcome to today's news. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanziba Noreen. Here are the latest trending news stories from across the globe. Let's dive into today's top headlines. Biden calls Assad's fall a historic opportunity for Syria. Trump criticizes January 6 committee, plans case reviews as president. Trump-backed FBI nominee faces backlash over far-right media ties. WWE lawsuit accusing Linda McMahon of negligence faces delay. Tyler Perry Studios president Steve Mensch died in Florida plane crash. Governor Hochul thanks officers as a statewide ticket crackdown targets dangerous drivers. Celebrations in Damascus as Assad's rule comes to an end amid regional tensions. South Korea arrests former defense minister after failed martial law attempt. John Dramani Mahama wins historic comeback election in Ghana. Children accidentally targeted by sports bet ads on Snapchat stories. LA Galaxy wins 6th MLS title and declares a comeback. And Chelsea defeats Spurs 4-3 in thrilling comeback to go second. You were listening to Headlines Now News in detail. President Joe Biden called the fall of Syrian leader Bashar al-Assad a moment of historic opportunity and pledged support for Syria and its neighbors against threats. Opposition forces had entered Damascus and taken control of the country. Biden emphasized the U.S. will assist Syria groups in transitioning away from the Assad regime toward independence. Senior officials will be sent to ensure stability and safeguard U.S. personnel. The U.S. conducted precision airstrikes targeting ISIS camps, vowing to prevent the group from exploiting the power vacuum. Biden warned that some rebel groups have a history of terrorism and human rights abuses. He urged them to prioritize the rule of law, minority protection, and Syria's future. He credited weakened support for Assad from Iran, Hezbollah, and Russia, stating U.S. policies had shifted power dynamics in the region. He added Iran's military was weakened after its multi-front war on Israel, while Russia's efforts faltered due to Ukraine's resistance. Biden also reaffirmed the U.S.'s commitment to locating Austin Tice, a journalist missing since 2012, and expressed hope for his return. President-elect Donald Trump opposed U.S. involvement, stating Syria is not our fight. President-elect Donald Trump has announced plans to act on the cases of January 6 Capitol riot defendants immediately after his inauguration in January. During an interview aired on NBC News, Trump said he would address these cases on the first day of his presidency. He also criticized the House members who investigated the riot, including Representative Benny Thompson and Liz Cheney, suggesting they should go to jail. Trump stated he would not directly instruct the FBI or Attorney General to act, but added that these officials will have to look at that. He ruled out blanket pardons for all January 6 defendants and said he would review cases individually. According to Justice Department records, around 1,560 people have been charged in the riot, with 590 accused of assaulting police. Over 900 have pleaded guilty. Some defendants, including those accused of violent acts, have expressed hope for pardons under Trump's presidency. Trump also clarified he would not direct investigations against Joe Biden or special counsel Jack Smith unless Attorney General nominee Pam Bondi deemed it necessary. He emphasized allowing Bondi to make independent decisions on such matters. President-elect Donald Trump's pick to lead the FBI, Kash Patel, co-hosted a show called Kash's Corner for a far-right media outlet, the Epoch Times, from 2021 to 2023. The show, available only to subscribers, promoted conspiracy theories about election fraud, the deep state, and alleged government corruption. Patel, a former deputy director of national intelligence, often criticized the FBI and accused it of targeting conservatives. The Epoch Times, linked to a religious group and facing a federal money laundering investigation since June, gained popularity with its pro-Trump content. While Patel and his co-host were not implicated in the fraud, his association with the outlet is expected to face scrutiny during his Senate confirmation hearings. Patel also appeared in other media linked to the Epoch Times, including a January 6 documentary. He frequently claimed the FBI had been politicized and proposed investigations into figures like Dr. Anthony Fauci. Patel's lack of FBI experience and his role in promoting unfounded conspiracies have raised concerns. His controversial statements and involvement with far-right media could complicate his confirmation as FBI director. Senate discussions on his appointment will likely begin soon. A lawsuit accusing former WWE CEO Linda McMahon of ignoring child sexual abuse claims against a former WWE employee has been paused. Linda McMahon, chosen by President-elect Donald Trump as Education Secretary, has denied the allegations. The lawsuit, filed under Maryland's New Child Victims Act, accuses Melvin Phillips, a former WWE ring announcer, of assaulting boys as young as 13 in the 1980s. Phillips, who died in 2012, allegedly abused boys in locker rooms, dressing areas, and hotels. Vince McMahon, Linda's husband, stepped down from WWE earlier this year after separate misconduct allegations. Linda McMahon left WWE in 2009 to run for the U.S. Senate. The court paused the case pending a ruling by the Maryland Supreme Court on whether the new law eliminating the statute of limitations for child abuse claims is constitutional. Parties must file updates on the case regularly until the court decides. Linda McMahon's attorney said she will vigorously defend herself and expects to win. McMahon, a longtime Trump ally, previously led the Small Business Administration during his first term and is currently part of his transition team. The lawsuit highlights ongoing scrutiny of WWE leadership. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Steve Minch, the 62-year-old president of Tyler Perry Studios, tragically died in a plane crash in Florida. The accident happened on Friday night when the small plane he was piloting crashed in Homosassa, about 60 miles north of Tampa. The plane, a single-engine Vance RV-12IS, flipped upside down on a road. Tyler Perry Studios confirmed his death on Saturday and expressed deep sorrow, calling Minch a beloved part of their team for over 8 years. The studio said Steve was a cherished member of our team and a vital part of the Atlanta community. We will miss him greatly. Minch was known for his major role in promoting Georgia's film industry. He helped maintain Georgia's film tax credit, making the state a top location for film and TV production. He also played a key role in creating Tyler Perry Studios, which spans 330 acres in Atlanta. Investigations into the crash by the FAA and NTSB are ongoing. Minch's death came on the same day Tyler Perry released the 688, a war drama shot at the studio. He is survived by his wife, Daniela, and 3 children. Governor Kathy Hochul's Traffic Safety Committee announced that law enforcement agencies issued 50,466 tickets across New York during the recent Thanksgiving travel period. This included 1,705 tickets for impaired driving. The total represents a 42% increase compared to the 35,508 tickets issued during the 2023 Thanksgiving enforcement effort. Governor Hochul emphasized the seriousness of these violations, saying far too many people put their lives and the lives of others at risk through poor choices that can be prevented. She also expressed gratitude to law enforcement officers for their efforts to keep New Yorkers safe. The mobilization included security checkpoints and increased patrols across the state. These efforts aimed to identify, deter, and arrest impaired drivers during one of the busiest travel times of the year. The initiative is funded annually by the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee. The results of this enforcement campaign highlight the ongoing need for vigilance on New York roadways. Law enforcement remains committed to reducing traffic risks and ensuring the safety of all drivers. Now it's time for global updates. Crowds gathered in Damascus to celebrate the end of President Bashar Assad's 50-year rule. People chanted, prayed, and fired celebratory gunshots as opposition forces secured control of the capital, marking a turning point for the nation. Reports indicated that Assad and his officials had fled to Moscow after resigning and holding negotiations with opposition groups. Russia's foreign ministry confirmed that Assad and his family received asylum in Moscow. President Biden called the fall of Assad a moment of history of opportunity and pledged support for Syria and neighboring countries. The leader of the largest insurgent group in Syria declared the victory as a win for the Islamic nation while accusing Assad of aligning Syria with Iran's interests and illegal drug production. Lebanon closed most of its border crossings with Syria, while Jordan followed by closing a key crossing as the regional tensions heightened. Despite the celebrations, challenges remain as divided factions struggle to stabilize the country. Rebels have vowed to maintain institutions and ensure peace, though factions like ISIS and Kurdish groups complicate the path forward. South Korean prosecutors arrested former Defense Minister Kim Yong-hyun over his alleged role in President Yoon Suk-yeol's brief martial law declaration earlier this week, local media reported. Kim, who resigned on Wednesday, was identified as a key figure in proposing the martial law to Yoon. Yoon narrowly avoided an impeachment vote in parliament after his attempt to impose martial law. Despite this, the leader of his own party indicated that Yoon might eventually have to step down. Kim appeared voluntarily at the Seoul Central District Prosecutor's Office early on Sunday as part of the investigation. Police have also raided Kim's residence and office. Meanwhile, South Korea's Interior Minister Lee Sang-min resigned, admitting his failure to ensure public service and support for the president. The martial law attempt caused political turmoil in South Korea, a major U.S. military ally and Asia's fourth largest economy, raising concerns about its democratic stability. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. You are watching latest global updates. Ghana's former president John Dramani Mahama secured a major comeback victory in the weekend's presidential election, ending 8 years of rule by the New Patriotic Party under President Nana Akufo-Addo. Mahmuda Bawumia, the NPP's candidate and Ghana's current vice president, conceded defeat after failing to address widespread frustration over the high cost of living and the country's economic struggles. Mahama, who led Ghana from 2012 to 2017, won 56.3% of the votes compared to Bawumia's 41.3%, according to the National Democratic Congress spokesperson. Economic hardship, including high inflation and a debt default that led to a $3 billion IMF bailout, dominated voters' concerns. Bawumia quickly conceded and congratulated Mahama, signaling a peaceful transition. Celebrations erupted outside the NDC headquarters in Accra as Mahama supporters cheered his victory. The official election commission will announce final results by Tuesday, but Mahama's victory marks a significant political shift and signals hopes for change in Ghana's economic future. Australian children are seeing gambling ads from Sportsbet on Snapchat through promotional filters, despite efforts to limit access. The filters, which feature Sportsbet logos and themed images, can target 18-plus users but are shared with younger audiences by friends or through other users' stories. Last week, Sportsbet removed ads from Spotify after a complaint revealed that they were played during children's music like Disney and Bluey. Politicians and health experts are urging the government to introduce the full ban on gambling ads as recommended by a parliamentary inquiry 18 months ago. Although Snapchat claims 80% of 13 to 24-year-olds in Australia use the platform, Sportsbet filters can still reach underage users. Some minors who lied about their age have accessed these filters without detection. Senator David Pocock criticized both Sportsbet and social media companies for failing to prevent this exposure. Experts warn that gambling ads expose children to risky behaviors. Deakin University's Simone McCarthy emphasized the danger of normalizing gambling from an early age, potentially leading to lifelong issues. Sportsbet has yet to pull its Snapchat filters despite ongoing concerns. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. The LA Galaxy defeated the New York Red Bulls to claim their sixth MLS Cup title, marking their first Champions win since 2014. Dejan Giviljic scored the decision's goal in a thrilling final at Dignity Health Sports Park. The team celebrated with a tribute to former star Robbie Keane, a reminder of their past glory. Under coach Greg Vanney, the Galaxy rebounded from finishing 26th last year to becoming champions again. They focused on squad depth and avoided relying on aging superstars. Key players like Joseph Painstill and Gaston Brugman, along with a balanced roster, made crucial contributions this season. The Red Bulls, appearing in their second ever final, showed resilience but couldn't match the Galaxy's attacking strength. Despite their efforts, they fell short. Vanney declared the win as proof of the Galaxy's resurgence. With his victory, the Galaxy looks forward to building a stronger legacy in the coming years, aiming for more championships. Chelsea staged an impressive comeback to beat Tottenham Hotspur 4-3 and moved to second in the Premier League standings. The Spurs took an early 2-0 lead with goals from Dominic Solanke and Dejan Kulusevski, but Chelsea turned the match around, led by Cole Palmer's two penalties. Jadon Sancho's stunning long-range goal brought Chelsea back into the game before halftime. After the break, Enzo Fernandez scored from the edge of the box, while Palmer sealed the victory with a calm Panenka-style penalty. The Spurs struggled with injuries to their key defenders Christian Romero and Mickey van de Ven, who were rushed back into the lineup. Despite Son Heung-min scoring a late goal, Spurs couldn't equalize. Chelsea extended their unbeaten run in the league to 7 matches and closed the gap to 4 points behind leaders Liverpool. Meanwhile, Spurs remain 11th in the table with manager Ange Postecoglou under pressure after another disappointing performance. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 20,107.79. The NYSE Composite is decreased by 49.65 points or 0.25%. Tokyo stock close price is 39,091.17. The Nikkei 225 index is decreased by 304.43 points or 0.77%. Shanghai stock close price is 3,404.08. The Shanghai index is increased by 35.22 points or 1.05%. Hong Kong stock close price is 19,865.85. The Hang Seng index is increased by 305.41 points or 1.56%. Bombay stock close price is 81,709.12. The Sensex index is decreased by 56.74 points or 0.07%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. Biden calls Assad's fall a historic opportunity for Syria. Trump criticizes January 6 committee, plans case reviews as president. Trump-backed FBI nominee faces backlash over far-right media ties. WWE lawsuit accusing Linda McMahon of negligence faces delay. Tyler Perry Studios president Steve Mensch died in Florida plane crash. Governor Hochul thanks officers as a statewide ticket crackdown targets dangerous drivers. Celebrations in Damascus as Assad's rule comes to an end amid regional tensions. South Korea arrests former defense minister after failed martial law attempt. John Dramani Mahama wins historic comeback election in Ghana. Children accidentally targeted by sports bet ads on Snapchat stories. LA Galaxy wins 6th MLS title and declares a comeback. And Chelsea defeats Spurs 4-3 in thrilling comeback to go second. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with the Sky Network, Worldwide Jadoo TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.